Ngayong conference, maraming bago sa Ginebra. From not having Justin Brownlee and Jeremiah Gray to having new additions like Maverick Ahanmisi. Ngayong conference din, for a long time, healthy si Japet. Pero si Scottie naman ang injured for 2 to 3 weeks. Maraming changes ang nangyari or nangyayari sa Ginebra. Most are unfortunate and biglaan. So to clarify, itong video na to is not intended to criticize their performance like how well they've been playing kasi it's completely reasonable na nagsastruggle sila. Tong team na to, ang identity is order and continuity. Of course, kapag maraming nabago, may time for adjustment. Maninibago talaga. Pero ang purpose ng video na to is to point out na kahit maganda ipakita nila in terms of performance, parang may kulang pa rin ng konti. Parang the team is designed to fail. I've been following this team for more than a decade and ilang years ko na rin kino-cover online yung iba't ibang opensa nila throughout the years. So kung ikaw yung tipo ng Ginebra fan na gusto laging papuri ang marinig, click off na lang. Through 6 games, 4-2 ang record ng Ginebra, which is not bad kung standings lang ang titignan. Pero yung 4 wins na yon, ang mga tinalo ay Rain or Shine, Blackwater, Terra Firma at Converge, mga bottom seeded teams. Para sa numbers, as of writing this, nag-average ang Ginebra ng third worst 95.8 points per game, third best 48.2 rebounds per game, and league best 24.5 assists per game. Not bad. Until we go to their 3-point shooting, kung saan nag-average lang sila ng 7.5 threes made a game. Very 2003, not 2023. So dahil dyan, to say the least, hindi ideal yung spacing ng Ginebra ngayon. Tignan nyo itong mga clips na to at bilangan nyo ilang defenders lagi yung nasa paint. Diba? And again, kagaya ng sabi ko kanina, si Stan is coming off an exceptional conference kung saan nag-average siya ng 22, 10, and 5. Tapos ngayon si Japet relatively healthy ulit. It is important for this team to have spacing. Kahit para sa guards nila kasi kailangan ng mga paint touches ng mga yon para makadribble sila papunta sa paint, ma-distort yung defenses and create advantages like yung mga 2-and-1. So ang main reason bakit ganyan ang spacing ng Ginebra, unfortunately, ay si Tony Bishop. Disclaimer, is a good import pero yung galing niya kasi hindi fit sa ginagawa ng Ginebra. Kumbaga yung strengths niya redundant sa team. And yes, sinabi ko to start the season na hindi naman kailangan maging direct Brownlee replacement ni Bishop and I stand by that. Kasi execution talaga nagpapanalo sa Ginebra kahit ano pang sabihin natin. Pero paano kasi sila makakapag-execute kung sabog yung spacing ng court? Magsa-circle back ako sa point ko kanina sa strengths. Last season, ito yung collection ng wings ng Ginebra na nasa rotation. Gray, Malonzo, Brownlee. Simplified to so wag gawing sobrang literal. Si Gray ang pinoprovide shooting and cutting. Si Malonzo, slashing, defense, and cutting. Si Brownlee, again, to simplify lang, for the sake of it, shooting, shot creating, and playmaking. Ngayon, nawala si Gray and Brownlee, dalawang wings na nagpo-provide ng shooting. So this season, Malonzo is Malonzo. Tapos maging mabait tayo kay Bishop, huwag na natin ikumpara kay Brownlee. Yung shooting, creating, and playmaking ni Brownlee to some extent kayang i-provide ni Maverick on a good shooting night. Now, ang natira dito ay yung shooting ni Jeremiah Gray. So, ang question, kaya bang i-provide ni Tony Bishop yun? The answer is unfortunately, no. Kasi si Tony Bishop is closer to a Malonzo and a Japet which makes him redundant, unfortunately. Napansin ko rin na defenses don't respect Bishop that much. Sa play na to nanggaling sa inbounds pasa kay Sistan sa paint, Bishop was also there pero tignan nyo yung spacing. And even after the offensive rebound sa scramble, mas pinili ni Lalata na mag-zone up sa paint instead of committing to Bishop na one pass away lang naman. Dito naman, Bishop with the ball. Ini-switch lang ng Phoenix. Wala silang pahay kung sinong babantay. Basta wing to wing, switch. Dahil dito nababawasan yung chances ng Ginebra to create advantages and gaps na pwedeng atakihin. Kasi straight up lang yung kalaban eh. Sa play naman na to, sideline triangle. Pass to the post kay Bishop. Ang bantay ay si Perkins. No help whatsoever, single coverage lang. Phoenix would rather let Bishop cook kaysa magbigay ng ibang looks. Dito naman nadali sa crossmatch si Alejandro na 6 flat ang height. 6 flat. Sobrang mismatch. Pero again, no help whatsoever. Nag-switch lang kasi nag-gamble si Alejandro sa steal na wala sa position. Pero again, no special coverage. Tinatrato as normal na player lang si Tony Bishop. Just another guy. Even here, 2-man game, ball screen, again, ini-switch lang. Ken Tuffy na hindi naman kilala bilang isang defender, diba? Okay lang sa Phoenix na siya yung mapunta kay Bishop. And ulit, walang help na dumating. Isa to sa problema ng Ginebra ngayon. Si Bishop kasi, he gets his points from cutting and crashing the glass. Na-strength na rin naman ng team bago pa siya dumating. May Scottie naman dyan, may Malonzo, may Japet, may Sista na ginagawa rin yung mga bagay na yon. And to add another one and an important roster spot, parang medyo redundant yung dating. And sa clips naman na to, tignan nyo gaanong kawiling si De La Rosa mag-help off Bishop sa roles ni Sistan. Imagine nyo na lang kung shooter yan. Kahit hindi na great shooter kahit hindi na great shot creator, basta nakakashoot sa labas ng consistent. Wala kasing consequences ngayon yung pag-help off ng defense Willing silang iwan si Bishop kasi pag pinasa naman kay Bishop, makakapag long closeout din naman sila para makarecover. Iba pa rin talaga yung nagagawa ng merong spacing. But are we really going to rely on Maverick Ahanmisi to be consistent for 25 or so games? Ito yung shares ng Ginebra sa 3. Halos 30% ng mix ng Ginebra ay galing kay Maverick. So essentially, kapag maalat si Maverick sa labas, literally, na halos wala silang shooting sa loob ng court besides an occasional Scottie corner 3 or Jamie Malonzo step back. Makikita natin sa play na to, offensive rebound, scramble to. Maverick quickly positioned himself sa corner, feet set, long close out by Baroka pero too late. 3 points para kay Ahanmisi. Dito naman triangle offense, pass to the top, si Maverick ang nasa pinch post so guard to guard. Kapag ganyan ini-spread out ng Ginebra yan. Pero dito since galing sa timeout parang drawing na play to. So weak side kasi usually rebound screen cut yan which looks like this. Parang double screen. Pero ginawa ng Ginebra, nag 2-man game sila with Scottie and si Stan, while Bishop is emptying the side or occupying the tagger. Ang purpose si Bishop dito is higupin yung supposed help side na si De La Rosa dapat. Pero since occupied siya ni Bishop, late si De La Rosa sa tag. So ang sumalo ay si Halalon, leaving Paul Lee alone sa weak side. Na nakita naman kagad ni Bey na hindi nag-split ng gap si Lee, so si Bey nag-rotate siya, nag-X-out siya, pero again, wide open Ahanmisi 3-pointer. Ganda ng play design ng Ginebra dito, and ito yung value ng shooting ni Ahanmisi sa team. Stretching out defenses. Ngayon, yung shooting ability na yon ni Mav, nagtatranslate yun sa team kahit na hindi niya hawak yung bola. Makikita natin dito, pinch post, 2-man game. Si Mav yun ang galing sa rebound screen cut. Now, tignan nyo pag-drive ni Scottie sa gitna. Since si Maverick yung nasa top of the key, walang pinch or help na nangyari to prevent Scottie from driving middle. Kasi hindi ka naman makakapag-help off Maverick Dito naman transition, nasa kabilang corner si Maverick, Magnolia was slow to get back. Tingnan nyo si Scottie, tinuro niya si Maverick to confuse the defense and make Baroka freeze for a split second kasi tao niya nga naman yon. And dahil doon, hindi siya naka-help kay Japet sa ilalim. And yan yung gravity ng isang Maverick Ahanmisi. So paano to masusolusyonan? To be honest, I don't mind it if walang gawin na adjustment. Like hayaan na lang mag-play out to and daanin sa execution. But again, I don't think relying on a known streaky shooter to give you a huge chunk of your offense is a championship formula. Itong conference na to, naaalala ko yung Bacolor Bubble. Yung naka-jersey sila na pangit. Pero let's see, tignan natin kung magawa ng paraan ng Ginebra.